Is this thing working? Okay, so I just got home. Okay, I think I understand the parable about keeping your light bulb lit. I was just showing you the last couple of days, today and yesterday, this diagram that I did about the the X and Y axis, and it's centered where your belly button's at. Like my vest, I made this vest a couple of years ago. So it's like picture your belly button, and that's the zero axis right there of your body. So starting from there, picture going across east and west, be the X, right? The X axis. So on this side, on my left side is would be negative X, and on my right side would be the positive X on the graph. Now the hand of God is right in the middle of us. It's the dragon brain, the reptilian brain, right? Keep your light on. Keep your lantern lit. Keep your mind thinking. Keep learning stuff. Keep projecting it. Keep bringing stuff into this world, and changing this world. Because everything that we do in this world, we project our own reality. Excuse me. Still got allergies. So we project our own reality. So it's like I was saying this morning on the video about the moon. The moon is like a projector on the world stage, which is Earth. That's why they say it's a flat Earth, but it's round. It's like a screen, right? The world stage. So we're being projected. Us in this whole environment is being projected on a world stage or some type of screen. Now the sun, keep your lantern lit, right? Keep our light bulb thinking. Think of a projector. A projector has a little light bulb in it, right? For the light to shine out of it. So you've got that as well, right? So if you look at this whole system as the Matrix kind of like thing, we're in time. We're stuck in time. We're born in time. Now remember, time. Okay, we'll start from sin. We are born in sin, right? So you go down to the axis of your belly button, and everything going down is referring to going underground. So you got the plane of Earth. Going down under it is like Hades, right? So Jesus, Yahweh, Yeshua, however you call him, but he's represented by the Y. So you've got, the Y, the connection, the two brains into one going down. But then you have God right here, right? The reptilian brain. Oh, I wonder if that's why I get that. Well, it's actually there's an indentation kind of like thing there. That's why I always feel up there. So God's right here. The conductor are positive and negative X and Y. So we actually have X. From my perspective, once you activate your, Y for Yod. Yod in Hebrew is the hand of God, I do believe. In Greek, it's Upsilon. It's called Upsilon. Anyway, so you got the Y-axis that goes down to the belly button, which be everything above this is positive. It's like going to heaven. And then below that X-axis down is going into Hades. So you can see our private parts are down there. So we are born in the sin, right? Because that's Hades. That's the private part that we all come out of, the semen, and then goes into the wormhole, which is the woman's vagina is below her belly button. So that's considered a wormhole. So the worms kind of like the sperm coming out of the man going into the wormhole, right? And then we're born into this wormhole, into a water world, and then we're birthed out of it into dry land. So we're like a fish, an egg, that's like a fish egg, and then we turn into this human fish kind of water world species, and then we're unbiblical, and then we become biblical once we get pulled out on the land. So now we're biblical. That's why it's so important that everybody understands that you can't get away from biblical, because that's how it's designed. You can say anything you want, but we're all biblical right now. Now, I was looking at the word biblical. Bi means by, means to. To, so by, bib, so, and then we got the B. So two bodies or two sides, right and left. So you got BI and then B for the body, or maybe it's biosphere, like, because we got our aura going around us. Lickle. I think lickle is logical, right? Because that's why it says keep your candle lit. It's like by feeding your brain and feeding your heart, you're actually, it's like you're living longer. It's like the fountain of youth. Because when we look at our body being born into this world, it's the greatest gift, right? Okay, so now we go to sin, and we were born into sin. And we understand that part. Now, sin means sign, S-I-N-E. Sign is like our heartbeat, where it goes up and down, up and down. Or it's that sine wave that goes like this, that rolls like that. It's like when they say ride the waves, the ups, we got ups in life, and we got downs in life. We got ups in life. That's why they say when you get down, try not to go down too far, because it just creates a bigger hill that you have to climb to get up over. So, just get down a little bit, understand it, and then take another, rise up again. It's like that's how you get to heaven, my perspective. And then so sign equals time. So it's like we're born into time, a time machine, right? Is our bodies a time machine? Is this whole planetary projection, are we born into it? And being born into it, that's where I was also thinking, by keeping our light on, I think by keeping our light on is to appreciate and recognize and keep learning as much as you can, right? Before the light goes out. And, and I'm not going to say this in a negative way. I'm going to say it in the positive. I have family members that say that, they don't want to learn. They don't want to pick up a book or read. They don't want to know about the spirituality. They don't want to know about another religion. They don't want to know about how businesses do, or how it's run, or how it's up. They don't want to reach out and know more. They'd rather just sit there on the couch and in their chairs, watch TV and watch the news, and kind of like that's how they think that they're using their mind. But that's not the case. We know that from history. We got to keep it active, and then we got to keep our heart active, and we got to keep our heart active in our thinking of our desires that we want, for the good, to where we're not using our heart simply, right? So I think it's very important that if we realize the environment that we're in, that, this game that they're playing on the world stage, sending up all these rockets that are all coming back down, or all the satellites that they have, and they're just floating around the globe. They haven't went out into the space. They always hang out there for generation after generation after 100, probably, whatever, 100 years, I don't know. But they showed like it looks like the Van Allen belt or something over the Earth. There's so many satellites, and then Musk is putting up these trains of satellites. So what comes up must come down, right? So I don't know. I just think that we really need to look at the big picture of our environment and our mere reflection. It's like as within, so without. So what I'm feeling and learning inside and expressing is actually happening in my reality outside and what's being drawn to me. I know most of us know this, but sometimes we just need to hear it again, hear it again. It's like an encouragement word, to spread to everybody. It's like, piece this together, picture this world, that we're on the world screen, right, as a character. And to be able to accomplish is to learn as much, to do as much, to pull ourselves from certain groups, that bring us down, is to make changes, to move mountains, is to move our own mountain first, right? You got to be able to move your own and be able to see God in your kingdom, or the kingdom that you have, right? I think there's a Depeche Mode, is God looking through your eyes, right? And if we're all of God, and as Jesus told us in Scripture, your body doesn't belong to you; it belongs to God. It belongs to Father. And then, so if it belongs to Father, and we're made of the Creator, our Father, and these experiences are for God. So we're made in His image, for His image. So it kind of really makes you think, if this is just a projection and our actual soul body or being is somewhere else, like in stasis, and we're a part of our consciousness has left to come and, discover this experience and to share it with everybody, what you figure out and discover. So it's kind of like, what if, who's to say it's not and who's to say it is? So anyway, comment, like, share. Leave your thoughts on it. Have a great day. Happy Friday.